she goes.
And I'm just going to tell you, you don't have to tell people what you know.
That's
and
right.
Honestly, they don't care what you know until you
show
them.
it. That's right.
You got to just show them. I had a young lady that worked for me who was Muslim. And one of the things that, in my like reading and whatnot that I discovered about people, especially who have grown up in the Muslim faith, is that what they need to see is Christians being faithful. And they need to see it like on display.
Right.
To live out our faith.
Right.
And, you got to show. You got to show.
You got to be able to show it. And here's the reality. Most people, honestly, they're watching what you're doing. And as people watch you, what you do will tell them all that they need to know about you. I was talking to a guy yesterday, and I said, listen, we got to get to the place in which we are living and acting as if we are lighthouses, right? A lighthouse doesn't say a word, but the sole purpose of a lighthouse is to display the light so that those ships that are lost at sea can recognize the fact that they're close to shore, and the light itself will draw them in, very, very much like that light draws the mosquitoes to it. You know what I'm saying? So literally, we have to get to that place in which we are showing, we are sending out the beacon of love. We are sending out the beacon of hope. We are sending out a beacon to people so that they can see. You don't got to say a word. You don't have to say anything. All you literally have to do is be you and be the best version of you that God created you to be. That's and right. People will recognize that and they'll be drawn to you, right? And I know you've experienced this before, but people will come up and they'll say things like, there's something different about you. I don't know what it is, but there's something different about you. And here's the you didn't like wake up and you're not like, hey, today I'm gonna try to be different. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you're being you, and you're exuding the goodness of Christ, the greatness of God. And when we can do that to people, people are drawn towards you. People want to see you. They want to be around you. I mean, think about this, y'all who are watching us and listening to us on the podcast. I want you to ask yourself the question. Think about people that you like being around right now. What is it about those people that draw you to them, right? Now, inversely, on the other side of that, think about people that you don't like being around. Think about people who, as my mother would say, work your very last nerve. What is it about those people? And I guarantee it's the complete opposite. There's something about people that you want to be around that's contagious. As Glow said, there's a love that people have, and they extend that to you, right? And they're willing to cover us even in our mess ups and our hang ups. It's like, man, look, oh, I just messed up. Okay, that's cool and all, but let me cover you in that anyways, and let me extend grace towards you, and let me show you what real love is all about. So I get excited about that, especially, being able to really be able to be put on display to show who you really are.
Yeah. And as I think about the lighthouse example, I think about the circle that's infinite and it's not broken, and it moves in that circle. It doesn't just shine on the one boat that's lost. Right. It just continually keeps providing its light.
That's so good.
Infinitely to whoever might need it.
Yeah.
Whoever might need it in the moment. And so it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. And it doesn't limit itself to just providing light in one direction or to one particular boat. It just, anything that comes within the expansiveness of its light, as the light is shared out, it provides the light freely.
I love what you're saying in that it doesn't discriminate against
Not
the boats out there, right?
Mm-mm.
So if you are a boat and you are in the vicinity of the light, it's going to shine on you.
No matter if you're a yacht
that's right.
or a rowboat.
That's right.
The light is there for you regardless.
And I love that. I love that.
You don't have to be showy, And the other thing is, like, you see the consistency of the lighthouse. It gets us to the highest place where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Where it's most visible, and it stays there in position and consistently moves, providing and offering the warmth of light.
And I think that's a huge thing, just being able to be consistent. You know what I mean?